and gentlemen, hello, 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 hi. Welcome to Comedy from Home Sweet Home. Thank you very much for coming out tonight. Give yourselves a round of applause, huh? All right, now Silver's going to clone that audio and use it for the rest of the night if you don't laugh at any jokes. So just so you know, you're all complicit in whatever's set up here tonight. Hello, my name is Jacob McFadden. I'll be your host tonight. Thank you very much for coming. Has anyone been here before who isn't a performer? All right, great. This is a comedy open mic, guys. You're going to see a lot of people up here. They're going to be trying new stuff. Some of them will be like lazy and just do old stuff they know works. You'll think they're the best ones. And then there'll be people trying out new stuff that may work, may not work. The number one way that they know it works is based on your feedback. So feel free to laugh out loud. Smiling and nodding is better than frowning. But it is better if we can pick it up. We're all recording ourselves, and Silver has only got one camera because he's lazy, I guess. So we can't see audience reaction, so it really relies on that noise. Aside from that, you're going to see people come up here, brand new, a couple brand new tonight. People are doing it for too long, that's me. You'll see all sorts of people with a big range of experiences. If you don't like someone, give them 5 minutes, someone else will come up after them. And if you really hate someone, stand up in the booth and say, "Fuck you!" Okay? And then we'll tell Cale to go home. You'll see him. No, he's a monster, though. He really is a monster, but there's public accommodation laws and we have to let him in. Aside from that, we'll get the show started. You guys are ready to have a good time? We have a lot of people on the list tonight, so we're going to have a good time. But first, I'd like to open up a little bit about myself. My wife is trying to get pregnant. Whoa. My wife is. I was just informed. She told me, she's like, "Hey, we're trying to get pregnant." And I was like, "Okay, cool." It's a big commitment. I'm like 38, guys. That's like someone just signed me up for a really big prize fight without asking me. Like, I'm not in shape for that at all. And now my wife, she's like my coach, you know? She's gonna break me down and rebuild me as the man she needs in this moment. I mean, we're doing cardio all day, every day. I mean, full contact sports, right? It's a lot for me. But I'm feeling good. I mean, it's been a couple weeks now. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling healthy. The other day, we put one of the kids down for a nap. Another kid was taking a trash can to the corner. It's like, ding, 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 get in the ring, time to go. We gotta have this kid, you know? Feeling good. But here's the problem. Here's how it always ends, because we've done this twice before. I'm gonna tell you how it ends. I get in real good shape, okay? We get in a schedule. It's like every day, well, you know, we're both in our late 30s, every other day. Maybe every 2 days, but you do it at midnight, so it seems like it's only a day and a half. But we get in this, and I get in real good shape, and I'm ready to do it all the time. And, you know, I come downstairs, you know, we put the kids to bed, I got my robe on, you know, I'm jogging in place to get the heart rate up. They're playing an Eminem track to get me into it. And I'm like, "Let's go, baby!" And she's like, "Hey, actually, by the way, big news, the fight was 7 weeks ago." You won, by the way, you won. And you're gonna get your championship belt in, 6 months. And you can't tell anyone for another month, by the way. That's the other caveat. Which is, you know, disheartening because I'm still there. I'm like, I lost myself. Come on. The first time we had a kid, I got a little, I was like, hey, let's keep the metaphor going. I was like, maybe you could hold the heavy bag and I could train myself. She was like, "That's disgusting." It's like 3 days ago when I was disgusting, it was awesome. Now it's a problem? That's my bit about that. She'll get pregnant eventually, and if not, I'll have a heart attack and it won't be my problem anymore. I will say, when my wife is really pregnant, like when my wife's in her 3rd trimester, I find it difficult to have sex with her. Not because I don't think my wife is beautiful. I think, honey, you are beautiful, and stop watching these. I think my wife is beautiful, but let me say, sir, have you ever had sex with a woman? Yeah? Do you like it? I think it's pretty cool. I like it too, yeah. But like when my wife is in her 3rd trimester, it's, how do I want to say this? Sir, have you ever tried to have sex with a woman while a third party is actively kicking you off of her? It's distracting, okay? You're trying to do your business and there's someone there going like, "That's my mommy!" And you're like, "I know! That's how you got in there!" Oh boy, that's that bitch. I I have kids. We watch a lot of kids' cartoons, which universally suck. I do try and show them some older cartoons. I like the Looney Tunes. You guys ever watch the Looney Tunes? Yeah. Looney Tunes used to be all on film, right? They're high quality entertainment, right? They have better structure, right? They have classic comedy archetypes. You've got Bugs Bunny. He's your sort of know-it-all anti-hero, right? That's a classic. You've got Daffy Duck. He's the schlub. He's the butt of every joke. And then my personal favorite, and you don't see this archetype used that much anymore, my personal favorite, Pepe Le Pew. He's the rapist. Okay, guys, don't get uptight. It's a classic comedy trio. You've got the know-it-all, the schlub, and the rapist. Duh. I mean, Looney Tunes did it best, but what else would you call Ed, Edd, and Eddy? If you guys aren't aware, Pepe Le Pew is a skunk who sees a cat with some white paint on his back, and he says, I'm gonna fuck her. And she doesn't want to. And that's the joke. There are 24 of these, and that's the joke. It is funny to think they were on film, so in the 40s and 50s, there were men in suits in a movie theater being like, ha 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 ha, he's trying to rape a cat. Oh, what jocularity. I hope my 7-year-old returns from the nickel and dime store with my cigarette soon. I need to smoke indoors. Now, I do want to do a defense of Pepe Le Pew. Like I said, there are 24 of these, and it's the same cat every time. And the same cat walks under the same paint roller. You know, it's like my friend Pepe Le Pew would say, what? Did you see what she was wearing? She was asking for it! How do you transition out of a Pepe Le Pew rape joke? Let's see, what did I write down? There must be something to get out of a Pepe Le Pew rape joke. Oh yeah, Hooters is going bankrupt. If you guys saw that, Hooters is going bankrupt. I saw a Wall Street Journal video piece. They're trying to figure out why Hooters is going bankrupt. I don't know, because if I want to see girls from high school in skimpy outfits, there's OnlyFans free preview. Maybe that's why. But I found out that Hooters is owned by 2 different groups. There's a private hedge fund that owns most Hooters, and then there's the original Hooters family that owns mostly restaurants in Chicago and Tampa. And so this video was doing interviews with those guys, and they were like, it's just disgusting what they've done with the brand. This is a quote. Hooters is a family restaurant. He goes on to explain that the the dolphin shorts that the girls were wearing in the 80s when they started up, the 80s was all about fitness, man. So moms could go in and see, you know, the bicycle shorts, and they'd be like, oh, I should jog too. This guy's disgusted with what they've become. He's like, hey, why don't you not come sit at my table with me, huh? Why don't you go sit next to my wife and ask her what she'd like to order? It's like, I've never been on the side of hedge funds before, but you fucking suck, dude. Until eventually they got to one point, he's like, I'll tell you why they're failing. Every week, I order 20,000 pounds of butter for wing sauce. For my 8 restaurants. They get their sauce out of a pack. I was like, you know what? Goddamn hedge funds. Fucking up private family businesses. Small family eateries. I support Hooters. It's a family restaurant. Because it's based on fitness. The name is Tits, by the way. I don't know who he's fooling. Owls are not known for running a lot. It's the worst argument I've ever heard. As a guy who tries to convince his wife to go to Hooters at least twice a week. Until they're all gone. All right, I'll finish up with these 2 things. I was thinking the other day, they've been in the news a lot, B-2 bombers, you know, the big stealth bomber, the Black Wing. You have to be a specialized pilot to fly those, and we don't have a lot of those planes. And I was thinking, what a wild life to be a B-2 bomber pilot. Because again, we don't have a lot of those, so we don't need a lot of those pilots. So your life is like 2 months ago, you went in and said, hey boss, what's the mission? You're going to fly 36 hours uninterrupted into Iranian airspace. No one can know of your mission. If you're shot down, we'll never acknowledge it. Your job is to drop specially made bombs directly onto Iran's nuclear facility, wiping out their nuclear program, perhaps forever, saving the world from nuclear holocaust. You'll be one of the most influential Americans who ever lived, and no one will ever know your name. Fuck yeah, dude! That's awesome! And you do that, and you pull it off, and that's great. And then a couple weeks later, it's like, boss, what's the mission? And you go, Vladimir Putin has landed on American soil to discuss the end of the Ukraine war with the president. You're going to fly overhead and remind him that we can kill him at any time. Fuck yeah! Fuck that commie dickhead! And then one day you go and you're like, boss, what's the mission? There's a preseason football game in Arizona. If the children know to look up, they'll find you very interesting. All right, I'll end with this. I was thinking back on my younger days, and I was thinking back on my younger exploits with women, and I remember one time I had sex with this woman who had lopsided breasts, right? Not unusual, but this woman had very lopsided breasts. You have to be careful when you tell a joke who you make eye contact with in the audience. If I look at Craig, it's okay, look at him. His breasts are lopsided, but they should be. He's losing weight. But she had very lopsided breasts. I mean, like, one, it was like helping a gerbil out of a cage. And the other was like you were opening a cabinet in a children's room. Right? And, I did I was doing it. It was like, I'm summoning the dragon's order. I'm like, Kamehame, come! And it's fine. It's all good, right? But I was thinking about it now as a father. I was like, wow, I wonder where she is. I wonder if she has her own children. And if she does she breastfeed? And if she does the baby get the difference? Does the baby ever cry and go like, Mom, I want a full meal or just a little snack? A little snack, Mom? That kills it, Mommy and me. I don't know why you guys know that as much as I did. Are you guys ready to start the show? Ready to bring your very first comedian of the night. All right, we have not seen your very first comedian in quite a while. An Air Force veteran, I believe.
Army.
All right, don't take the applause back. Your next comic basically got paid to go to college on our dimes while we all worked our asses off for a living. Everybody put your hands together for J.D. Novelli.
Hello, beautiful people at home, sweet home. I just want you to know that for all the similarities that Jacob and I have, I actually am in fighting shape. You see, what they do is they grease me up, and if you could hold on to me for 10 seconds at the county fair, you get a blue ribbon. So this is like the table that we're supposed to focus on you guys, right? Are you a fun table? You drinking a lot?
Oh, we're drinking a lot. Yeah.
All right, cool. Is it date night?
Sure, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. He was a little slow on the draw there. What about you, sir? You want to date with that other guy? Oh, so you're single? Oh, you're single and ready to mingle, huh? Oh. Is she in the room with us right now? All right. I mean, I like that too, sir. I am newly single myself. Technically single by choice. Okay, see, when I was in the Army, not the Air Force, Jacob, I got 3 things. I got this hat, you gotta rep the merch, I got a drinking problem, and I got a piece of advice. Pizza is like sex. If you're getting at the gas station, you might want to rethink your life. She comes home one day, she says, I think 7-Eleven makes the best pizza in the whole world. And I'm like, I don't think I can marry you. But yeah, I'm newly single. I am styling and profiling. I got on a cool shirt. You like my shirt, people at this table right here? Yeah, see, that's my philosophy about life. I like to wear a cool shirt. Whenever I leave the house, I make sure I'm wearing a cool shirt. I'm not a smart person. I did go to college, but I went to business school, so I'm not that smart. I don't know the meaning of the universe. I don't know what God has planned for us, but I know that when I leave the house, I'm wearing a cool shirt. It's also my home security system. Because I live in kind of a rough neighborhood, like right across the street. And whenever I'm outside the house, I feel safe knowing that everyone looks at me and says, well, damn, can't beat up that guy. He's wearing a cool shirt. Hello.
Hello.
You look at me all pretty and like, you gonna take my picture?
Yes.
All right, cool. Just be sure you get my good side. But yeah, I've been doing all this styling and profiling. I've been feeling myself a little bit. And then the good Lord decided to humble me. I lost a tooth. 38 years old, I lost a tooth. And how did I lose it? Was something cool? Like, did I get mugged? Was I like auditioning for the new Wesley Snipes movie and things just got out of hand? No. I bit into a piece of bacon that was way too hard. How much of a pussy do you think I feel like right now? I have been in 2 wars, multiple car accidents, more fistfights than I can count, and I once got hit in the face by an 80-pound wheel of cheese. How do I lose a tooth? An egg-normous breakfast burrito from Burger King. You can't put that in the Tinder profile. Hey, what are your hobbies? I order fast food and it fucks up my dental work. That cheese had a mean right hook though, my God. And I'm self-conscious about it, because I worry about people thinking that I'm country. Like, most of the people here, they know me, but you people, you're new. Do I sound country to you? No. Right. I worry about that because I have a lot of family in West Virginia, by which I mean all of West Virginia. My mom's side of the family are Irish Catholics in West Virginia. I literally have 100 first cousins. I can walk into any gas station in this country and be like, hey, aren't you Aunt Bev's kid? It's gotten to the point I can't even date white girls anymore. Because I'll meet someone and we'll be getting along, and my third question will be, what's your grandmother's name? Does she have a sister named Dibby? Dibby's her cousin. Okay, whew. All right. These are the things I think about. I wish that I could make these thoughts go away by having a drug problem. Like I said, I used to have a drinking problem, but now I have way too much free time. And like Jacob, I do also watch a lot of children's cartoons. I'm watching a lot of Schoolhouse Rock. I don't want to brag, but I know most of the words to Conjunction Junction. Ladies. But there's one thing that I have learned, and it's some advice that I want to pass on before my very short time winds up. Tacos are not an antidepressant, but it is possible to overdose on them. I've been JD Novelli. You can find me on Instagram. Let's bring Jacob back here and hope he's learned the difference between the Army and the Air Force, Jacob.
The Air Force has fought in a war in the past 30 years, and the Army has carried a bunch of shit to a war. That's the difference. All right. That was JD Novelli, everybody. I can think of one other difference between JD and me. I have children, and that's why I watch a lot of children's cartoons. And everyone else can judge for themselves. Just a quick note to all the performers. Do not stare at this table exclusively during your set. They might want to pick their nose or kiss or maybe exchange a snide comment under their breath. And it's not your job to interrogate them and make them confess to murder. So let's look around the room, okay? Don't forget the millions at home. All right. We're gonna move on. Your next comedian is a swell guy. He's a nice man. He just came here directly from the bowling alley, so everybody put your hands together for Jack Parker.
Every time. The trick is to not show up for 3 months so he forgets that I do that. It's the best. Oh, no, yeah. Hey, that's actually how this happened, which is fun. By the way, I've been asked if this was a bowling injury without wearing this shirt. So that's been a fun realization as to the vibe I get off. You look like you injured yourself, but not doing something athletic. It's just been the absolute best. Guys, it's getting to be chilly season, as the women will sometimes call it cuffing season. People looking for a partner this time of year. I come into high demand purely based off of excess body heat alone. I date a lot of frigid women, and it goes very well during the cold months until I start to sweat again. I've got about a 3-month timer you can set where it's cute before it's like, oh my God, get in another room. You're raising the humidity. You can come out, it's fine. We're not holding you in there. Give it up for Kade, everybody. Get back in there. No, I don't know. I'm not ready to date again. I kind of ran into like the one that got away the other day, and that's, you ever run into that person and like you don't know how to respond? Because like I just turned a corner and she was there, we both froze at the same time. It's one of those things where it's like, we obviously had unresolved shit between us. And finally, like, I gotta break the silence, because like she's not gonna, I was like, oh fuck. How'd you get out of the basement? And alright, I'm standing by that one. Taylor Swift got engaged, so buddy, you got until that marriage happens to lock it down, otherwise you're a failure. That's fun. No, I don't want to fucking talk about Taylor Swift. I'm good without that. Yeah, fuck it. You guys, Richmond locals? Yeah, first time coming to an open mic night? No. Okay, so you brought them here then.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
That's it, guys. This is the longest way for your friend to tell you that they hate you. I'm letting you know that right now. It's like, hey, do you guys want to go somewhere to hang out? Yeah. Do you want to be intermittently bothered by people yelling into a microphone? Probably not, but I can't stand to talk to my friends. So, we're gonna run along with this. Concerning number of white guys who are also bald here, I'm not appreciating that. I was the only one in the comedy scene for a period of time. I'd like to go back to that, because legally this is a rally right now, and now don't raise, did you just raise your fucking fist in the air? No, back. It's always the one who looks like he watches pro wrestling the most, isn't it? Do you watch pro wrestling?
Only when I'm listening to Limp Bizkit.
Fuck yeah, dude!
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's the phrase for real American.
I don't know. I got shit for that. I got a dog. Anybody else love dogs around here? No? Okay. What is your fucking deal, man? Every question I've asked, and I will point out, it may have only been 2 by this point, but it's just like, nah. Hey, but do you love your mom?
Of course.
Okay. Oh, we found the line. Okay, but you don't love dogs?
No, cats.
Cats. Okay, so what's wrong with... Okay, so, no, guys. That means he can only love someone on his own conditions, all right? That's all that it means. I want you to know, the second you are inconvenient or don't give him the equivalent of wet food, it's over for you. And he is going to, from experience, piss on your sweater. Okay. All right, do I got anything fast to end with? I'll say this. The story as to how I got this just wasn't even like the worst part about like getting an injury in your hand is that everyone wants to know. Like I keep hearing like, oh, how's the other guy? Oh, boy, like the random people on the street are like, man, I want to get involved in your medical decisions right now. Tell me about your injury. You know how it happened? I was putting on my underwear, I stubbed my toe, and I fell wrong and punched a hardwood floor. So when he says, how's the other guy, the only appropriate response is to look him dead in the eyes and go, not alive. And that's a safe bet. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you.
Jack Parker, everybody. Keep it going for Jack Parker. You can tell when Jack Parker doesn't have his own room to run because he tries to chase out people when people are having success. Boy, I hope that gets fixed soon, Will. All right, we're gonna keep this thing moving. In our final entry into polite Southern whites tonight, we have a real phenom. Everybody, put your hands together for Jud Howard.
Thank you, Jacob. I'm from Alabama. Thank you. Yes, I'm Alabama sober, so I'll still do a little bit of meth with you on the weekends, but it's been 5 years since I used the N-word, and that's God. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I was at the post office this week. That didn't even cross my mind. You know what I mean? That's God. Shit, I was walking through this bad neighborhood you were talking about earlier, and I was like, this place needs a damn glory hole. You know what I'm saying? Where the hole at, baby? Show me the hole. I want to go down to the glory hole. Because a guy like me, shit, when I show up at the glory hole, I can make a lot of money, dude. You know what I'm saying? You put your money where my mouth is. That's what I'm talking about. That's how we do it at the damn hole. Racist. I think the GF on menus means girlfriend options. Like they got the steak and potato, and then they got like chickpeas or something. I don't know. But really, it's not for my girlfriend. It's for gluten-free, you know. And I got to thinking, like, what if Anne Frank was gluten-free? What if Anne Frank had celiac disease, you know? Like, everything she went through, it would be a lot harder with uncontrollable diarrhea. Like if the Nazis were like, we smell, and we hear something. There is something in your attic. I live in a bad neighborhood, kind of like this, dude. I do. I live in a bad neighborhood. I live in a weird-looking house, like my house. Like, have you ever seen someone that's cross-eyed? Like, that's what my house looks like. Like someone that has the medical condition atchophoria, where one eye's looking at you, one eye's looking for you. You know? That's what my house looks like. And the worst part about it is somebody keeps putting an "I buy ugly houses" sign in my front yard. Joke's on them, I ain't selling, cause I'm renting. And my landlord, she's tough too. I hope she's watching this. I hope she's one of the 7 people that see this on YouTube. She replaced my washer and dryer with a coin-operated washer and dryer. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Do y'all know what coins are? What is this archaic form of currency that the homeless crave? Like, it needs change to operate? Like, what do I gotta do? Like, take cash? I gotta use a card to get cash, to go find a homeless, to get change, and then it's gonna cost me, there's transactional fees associated with the homeless. This is bizarre. I hate it. I'm moving out. I have a porn addiction. Woo! Yeah, thank you. Everyone has a little bit, you know. It's like, it's like herpes. Everybody's got it. I've got herpes 1 though, you know. Porn. Oh yeah, like I'm addicted to porn. I have a very particular kind of porn that I watch. Like, I have to scour the internet to find the perfect video. You know, it has to be POV, which means point of view. It has to be POV and it has to be doggy. But it has to be from the woman's point of view. Like, honestly, dude, I just like looking around apartments, really. You show me a headboard? Oh, God. You show me a bathroom vanity? Baby. You show me a coin-operated washer and dryer? Oh, my God. I'm cranking one out big time, dude. I got a tattoo recently, and my tattoo artist said they were doing the tattoo, and then they switched something up, and I said, "Oh, did you have to change your gun?" And they looked at me and they were like, "Hey, it's not a gun." And I was like, "Okay, I know that." She said, "It's a machine for giving tattoos." So the next time I'm in the bank, I'm like, "This is not a gun. This is a tool for doing my fucking laundry. Give me some goddamn quarters." All right, thank y'all so much. Here comes Jacob McFadden.
Give it over to Jud Howard, everybody. Give it over to Jud. All right. Your next performer coming to the stage. This is their very first time here tonight. Everybody, I'd like you to keep your hands. I gotta keep them clapping for James Proffitt.
Well, thank you for allowing me to come here tonight. Once I found what the place was home sweet home, I thought about my marriage. Early on was home sweet home. When it got downhill, it was home sour home. How many seniors out here tonight?
I'm 38.
Baby boomers. Well, basically, you're going to hear some senior jokes then. Basically, I went to a senior home. I asked the lady, "What's your number?" She said, 120 over 70. I went to an antique store. It was so bad, they almost kept me. Okay. This is one I'm going to read. My lady friend gave this to me, so this is for y'all ladies. Woo! The joy of aging. I have become a virtuous woman, or gal. I see 5 gentlemen every day. As soon as I wake, willpower helps me out of bed. When he leaves, I go see John. Then Charlie Horse comes along, and when he's here, he takes a lot of my attention. When he leaves, arthritis shows up and stays the rest of the day. He doesn't like to go out anywhere, just go to joint to joint. And after such a rough day, busy day, I'm ready for tired in bed, and that's when being gay comes and helps me. Ladies, you associate with that? Okay. How many of y'all hate to be pulled over by police? Mm-hmm. Well, I got pulled over, and the policeman said, "You drinking?" I looked at him, I said, "You buying?" Policewoman pulled me over, told me to get out the car. Says, "Ed, you're staggering." I looked at her and said, "You're not bad looking either." Policeman pulled me over and he said, "You got any drugs?" He said, "I got all I want." And now, after getting pulled over by police, you go to court. You hate going to court too? Yeah. Well, I was in there, and the judge said, "Order in the court." I looked at her, I said, "I want a bacon cheeseburger, french fries, and a Coke." And then I was there again, and she looked at me and said, "I told you I didn't want to see you in front of this court again." I said, "That's what I told the policeman. He wouldn't listen to me." Now I hit into some good relationship jokes. My wife, when she was pregnant, she went to lunch with 2 of her friends. Redhead, blackhead. Unfortunately, my wife was blonde. And they were talking about their pregnancy. The redhead said, "I know what I'm going to have." I said, "How you know?" I said, "I'm going to have a boy." Because, "How you know?" I said, "I was on top." And the other lady said, "I know, I was on the bottom, I'm going to have a girl." My wife started crying like crazy. And they said, "What's wrong?" She said, "I'm going to have puppies." How many of y'all guys like to go to strip clubs? Well, you ever wonder where that dollar bill goes? You think a dollar bill goes to that woman's rear end, and where does it go after that? Thank you.
Judge James Proffitt, everybody! I'll tell you where that dollar ends up. It ends up with Jud going into the coin-operated machines, everybody. Either that or at the local Chuck E. Cheese while me and JD are hanging out with the kids. All right, we're going to move along. Your next comic is... your next comic has a media representative and has asked me to introduce them as one sick puppy. Everybody, get ready for One Sick Puppy, your next comic, Charlie Waring.
Oh, he's sick. He's a sick puppy. He's got diarrhea on your new carpet.
No, don't say that. Oh no. That was hey, give it up. That was awesome, sir. He fucked his wife from behind. Hell yeah. Yeah, no one cheers me when I do that, but all right. This is my problem. I'm too for real. I'm such a real guy. This is true. One time I got pulled over because I was at a stop, like an intersection with stop signs. You've seen it, and I went through the stop sign, and the person at the perpendicular street turned on their sirens. There's a cop. They pulled me over. They're like, "Hey, did you know you just ran a stop sign?" And see, I'm too for real. So I said, I was like, "Yeah, I just didn't know you were a cop," and they don't like that. So they like doubled my fine. I'm too for real. I'm too for real because I can't get a damn job. I'm too for real. They asked me, like, on a resume, you're supposed to write, like, what are you good at? I write down, I'm good at riling up dogs. And apparently they're not going to hire me at the animal shelter. I don't know. I get them excited. I don't know. When are they going to make a grinder for straight guys? That's what I want to know. If you don't know, Grindr, it's this app. Gay guys use it to fuck each other. I want a version that's like straight guys can use to fuck each other. Call farmers only. I don't know. That's farmers are gay. I'm taking a stand. Okay. Yeah, you're plowing. You wish you were plowing ass. Come on. That's fuck 'em. You want some seeds over your back when your boyfriend pulls out? I don't know. That's, sorry, that seed come. Okay. Well, I'll try to be more relatable with you guys. Is anyone like me where you like to get drunk and then go home and pitch Black Mirror ideas to your dog? After tonight, I'm planning on being hammered, going home, and just finding my dog and being like, what if your computer had a pussy? What if your computer would you eat your computer's pussy? You wouldn't have to, it's not real, but would you feel obliged to? I don't know, I watched this movie Companion recently. I was like, this is like my joke. If you've seen the movie, you know. But I think it's a relevant point because some people say thank you to Alexa, and like to me that's the same as like eating a computer's pussy. What's the point? It's not real. Do you thank the fridge? I don't know. Speaking of pussy, though, speaking of eating pussy, you ever ate your girl's pussy and she's no? Okay, kill him. I'm a feminist. Hey, you ever eat your girl's pussy? She's on her period. Your girl's on her period. You see the blood. You have a flashback to Fallujah. You're like, oh my God. It reminds you of your friend Derek got his arms blown off. You're like, oh my God, Derek, why did you grab that IED? Oh my God. Then your girlfriend's like, it's not an IED, it's an IUD. And that means you can nut in my pussy. And then you go, don't mind if I do. Is that relatable? I don't know. Is this okay? IUD. They don't get pregnant. I don't know. All right, you guys don't like me. You'll like me after this one. I keep a stack of swastika patches in my car. But I do it it's not a fucked up reason. It's a good reason. I keep them in case I'm drunk driving and I hit someone and kill them. I can put the swastika on them, and then they look like a racist, and I look like a good guy. They'll find the dead body. They'll be like, oh my God. I can't believe that this pregnant Cambodian woman was a Nazi. Whoever killed her is a hero. Let's give him a medal and a computer with a pussy in it. All right, thanks, guys. That's my time. I'm Charlie Waring. Let's give it up for Jacob.
Give it up for Big Chuck, everybody. William Morris's own Big Chuck. He's one sick puppy. If I don't say it, I have to pay an appearance fee. All right, we're going to keep this thing moving. Your next comic. This is his first time here. Everybody give him a big round of applause for Knuckles. Oh, Knuckles!
Hi. Well, speaking of pussy, I'm a lesbian, so I guess that's cool. Yeah, I'm saying, fuck. Yeah, I've been, for some reason, ever since I came out of a vagina, I've been trying to get back to it ever since. I guess I'm gonna just keep doing that till I die. As a matter of fact, I want to say as a straight man, I love gay people. Shout outs to y'all. I love you gay men. Thank you so much. I love gay men because they get themselves out the way so I can get more pussy. So I appreciate you, pimp. I appreciate you. You made my pussy stop portfolio went up 2 points. I just want to thank you. Thank you. And then this motherfucker is so nice, he gets another nigga and take him with him. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, no, I got 3 bitches. Thank you. Thank you. Sometimes I don't take it the wrong way, but sometimes I use him like a attack dog. He look a little fruity, get his ass, Sick him, boy, sick him. Grab his dick. Just grab his dick. If he likes it, just take him with you. If he doesn't like it, take him anyway. He still look like he's suspect. Just force him. That's what y'all do, right? Force him. Or take him to a Diddy party. Whatever the fuck happens first. Will someone please kill Trump? I'm sorry. Did I say that? Who said that? Trump need to die. I'm sorry. Who the fuck keeps saying that? That guy needs a beer. Put it on your tab. Anyway, yeah. I tell you, I'm so glad to be on this Richmond scene. I have never felt so good in my life. I feel like I'm around wrestling fans. I feel so comfortable. Thank y'all so much for being the best energy of people, and I swear, y'all are so great. And the white people, you making me feel so happy. I know if you're smiling, I'm safe. I know. Like, as long as you're comfortable, I'm comfortable. Thank you. I'm saying right now, we are in Trump's goddamn playland, and I don't want no one to think I'm Puerto Rican. I just want to make sure I get home. I don't want to see no ice, not even in my cup. It's just all water. As you can see, I don't want to see ice in no conditions whatsoever. It's real out here, man. And thank you for, because old boy said earlier he never said the N-word in 5 years on God. I just thought that was cute. That was adorable. That was adorable. Motherfucker, you said it before you got up in here. I'm lying, you sack of shit. We're gonna jump your ass. Yeah, fuck that. That guy is a dick. No, it's cool. No, man, everyone in here is amazing, man. Listen, ladies, if you're in a relationship, shout outs to y'all, being decent women, having a king to go home to, and he has his queen to have with him. Just so you know, ladies, if you have a man, just shut the fuck up. Like, just make sure you're talking and your loving is like different frequencies. Like, you talk just enough to know that you're there, dinner's ready, and I'm gonna drain your balls later. That's all I need. That's all I'm like, good, guess what, baby? The bills are paid. I didn't cheat on you this much this week. And we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Cause at the end of the day, like, let's be real, ladies, the only reason why you really are a girlfriend, because you was the best he ever had. That's the best he got at the moment. At this moment, like, this is the best he's gonna get. Like, you are like one cut hair away from being left. You just don't understand, bitch. Like, you just out of the roster, you was just the best one to stay. It is what it is, fuck it. So, you know, it is. And like, a side piece is your best friend, ladies. Understand that. Because when you have a side piece, she do the shit you don't do. Because see, men, we do math. We logical. 100%, we know 80-20 rule. If we get the 80, we fucking win it. We gonna deal with that. Women, no, they need 100. I like, fuck all of that. How about this? You do your 80, I'ma hire like 2 or 3 for that 20, 10, and we gonna work it out. Teamwork make the dream work. MVP. That's what I'm talking about. That's all, baby. Like, as long as you're the bottom bitch, you know you're the best bitch. That's all that matters. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I'm sweating like R. Kelly around grown adult women because he doesn't like those. He really feel comfortable when he has children. Yeah. I want to say thank y'all so much for my first time ever doing this shit. Thank y'all so much. It was better than the first one earlier today. I swear. Like, now I'm gonna go ahead and give the mic to the old boy, and I'm gonna go take a shit. Y'all be nice.
Knuckles, everybody. Always a struggle when I know it's someone's first time. Should I come up here and be like, hey, it's their first time ever? Or should I let them sink or swim on their own? You know, it's like a weird thing as a host you have to be aware of. But Knuckles, you did good. Thanks for coming out. I've never heard someone say, I'm gonna get dogs to kill gay people. I hate Trump, let's kill him too. It was a weird, I was all over.
Well, it was more like gay people as a dog, so, because, you know, more gay men, they give me more women because they don't like women. So I tell them to sick another man, and then they grab him so they can take him with them, so that gives me more pussy.
I'm back in 3rd grade, and I'm diagramming it out, and it does make sense. It does make sense. We have the subject, the predicate, we have the verb, it makes sense. I like it. All right, we're gonna keep moving, everybody. Your next comic. Surprise jump-in performer. Weren't ready for him. They took a shit earlier. Everybody, a very funny comedian, one of my favorites. He's all the way out of the booth now. He's coming out. Come on out. It's Kade Wonders.
I love when a random guy that most women won't want to fuck will get on the mic and be like, hey, I love gay men, they give me more bitches, and then they proceed to say the most sexist shit you've ever heard that comes out of the mouth of the cattiest gay man you've ever heard. Like, that's fun. I love that. I love that. Hell yeah. Oh man, I have a new hobby. Anyone go on Google Maps Street View? Hell yeah, yes, let's fucking go. Yo, you go back to like 2007 on that shit? Yes, you get like the GTA 3 graphics and you forget about the gentrification that's happened since then. 100%. That was just for you. I love that. Let's go, brother. I do. I really like it. I wish that it went further back in time. Like, I wish it was like time travel. Like, I wish like pop me back in like 1967, Summer of Love. I like do like the little zoom in feature, like try to like pick out faces, and I'm like, oh my god, is that Nancy Reagan? Is that the throat goat in her prime? I jump further back. 1964, random street in Houston, Texas. I look around. I see this car with its the convertible hood down. I'm like, oh my god, is that John F. Kennedy? Then I like take one step forward on the Google Maps. I'm like, oh, he busted. And then I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna find the real shooter. I'm gonna bust this conspiracy. And I zoom in on a window high above. And I'm like, oh my god, is that the throat goat Nancy Reagan? I love that. I'm looking for one more historical event. Talk to me after the show. I need a third thing. That's a thing we do. What else did Nancy Reagan do? She's like the Forrest Gump of Google Maps Street View. She was there. How do we feel about PDA? Woo! You got pro PDA, you're pro PDA? You're pro, you're iffy about it. Does he do like any like annoying PDA? I'm causing fights tonight. Does he do like any like annoying? He's tasteful? Okay, because like I see honestly like straight white guys, I feel like they're like the worst at doing icky PDA in public. Like I don't want to be like another hateful homo on the mic. But like I see it and I get why straight women aren't satisfied. Because like in this season I haven't seen, he looks nice. But I haven't seen him doing any of this stuff I'm about to say, but like I'll like see a guy like rubbing a woman's palm in a circular motion. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna give her a rash. Like he's rubbing it like it's a Mario Party minigame. Like that is not a Japanese joystick. That is a white lady with sensitive skin. I see her keratosis pilaris right now. Those are the little bumps that white ladies get on their arms. It's just nice. And you, let's go, brother. Hell yeah, speak on it. Now the other one though, that it's mostly like straight women that I see doing it, but they will like rub their guy. I hate that. They're like rub their guy's head, like he's a dog. And like I'm like, girl, he doesn't like it. He's not even doing the leg thing. Keep the puppy play at home, you freaks. Okay, probably no, but does anyone have kids here? Any kid havers? Do you guys want kids? I said I'm breaking them up tonight. One day? Okay, they're gonna break. Hey, I see it. Wait, is that the first or the second one? Okay. Oh, yeah, give me like 3 more minutes.
I love love.
I love love. I love love too. I decided, so I'm married, my wife and I know 12-year-olds can get married, what? Crazy. My wife and I decided though that we don't want to have kids. We don't have kids, and so we've gotten a lot of like pushback from older people. Not that no one was asking us if we wanted to have kids, but now they're like, no, how can you not have kids? And I don't like it because it's like stupid comments. Like people would be like, well, if you don't have kids, who's gonna take care of you when you're older? But like I'm not trying to like make $100,000 investment to have 2 spiteful hospice workers at my disposal. People will be like, who's gonna plan your funeral? We have 4 cats. Those bitches gonna be hungry. And it's ethical body disposal. My favorite one is a friend asked, who's gonna stop you from getting scammed when you're older? And like that's the worst reason to have kids. Like, who's trying to like pop out their own fleshy antivirus software, you know? Like, here are my boys, Norton and McAfee. I paid $100 a year, they got me. All right, there's more to that, but ask me later. My wife has lost us money in scams. My name's Kade Wonders, bye.
Kade Wonders, everybody, keep it up, Kade. In defense of parents, if we start asking why you aren't having kids, it's because you've judged us for showing up late too many times.
Just be on time, Jake.
Now you can't be on time. It's fucking impossible. I left them at home when I was still late once, and then I was in trouble at home. It's not worth it. Fuck. All right, your next comment. Gets to places earlier than me, despite the fact that they ride there on a fucking bicycle. He's 34 years old and he goes places on a fucking bicycle. And he still gets there before me and my shitty kids. Delete that. Will Miner!
Yay! I rode here on my bike! I have a BUI! I can't drive a car! Keep it going for Jacob, everybody! He yells at his son's Little League game. It's adorable. He likes to get intoxicated and yell at his son's games. Oh my goodness, like he yells at me. And keep it going for Kade, everybody, my buddy Kade. Hell yeah. I don't know about you all, but I remember the first time I saw one of those Google car thingies, okay? I was standing naked in my window and I was like, why does that Rubik's Cube have a disco ball? Also, I think that's where they could find Trump. They can find him on the Google View thing. Do you all know where Trump is?
He's back.
He's back. Fuck! Now I can't do this joke.
His hair's fucked up though. You can see his receding hairline now.
Yeah, that'll show him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll show. Don't worry, he's just gonna do something awful, like make a car that runs on like orphan blood or something. I don't know. He'll do something terrible. I was gonna say I know where Trump. He like shows up at my apartment every day, 8 a.m. Just kicks me right in the balls. Okay, this is a Trump crowd. Right on. I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't know. Save me, Knuckles. With your echidna powers. You're an angry red echidna! You look at your penis and you're like, why does it have 7 heads? That's a biology joke for the smart kids. Have you guys ever... I'll stop talking to you. Everybody's been bothering you. Oh, God. Have you seen an echidna's penis, sir? I'll talk to him. Have you ever seen an echidna's penis? It's adorable. It like winks at you like 7 different ways. What was I going to talk about? Holy fuck.
That was improvised.
I know, that was, believe it or not, folks, all off the cuff. Can you believe he writes this stuff down? Wow. I'm like Chris Rock, fucking walking on the moon. Oh, gosh. It's about to be fall, everybody. My favorite season, fall. It's about to be fall, my friends. Oh, my gosh. Anybody hear of seasonal depression? Hey, seasonal depression in the hizzy? Hell yeah, we got some seasonal depression. You know what's funny? I figured out a way to beat seasonal depression. I also have that. See, I also have the SD. I know, boo to that. Oh boy. But I figured out a way to beat seasonal depression, everybody. You want to know how I beat seasonal depression? I'm always depressed. Take that, America! Fuck you, Big Pharma! Yeah. I'm just gonna be sad, keep threatening to kill myself every Tuesday here. Guys, I'm kidding, I'm not gonna do it, but when I do, oh boy, I'm gonna ruin everyone's night. You're gonna remember! No, I'm kidding. It'll be in front of a bus, it'll be a mess. I shouldn't have thought about it. Oh goodness, I was recently devastated, home sweet home. I was recently devastated, okay everybody? I was doing a comedy show, and somebody in the audience yelled at me, "You look like hipster Mario!" And I was like, come on, man. I'm tall, I'm hipster Luigi, come on. I'm tall and I look good and green, right? Come on. You know who Luigi is? Do you know what I'm talking about? You know Mario's brother, Luigi? You know what I'm talking about? Yes, you're shaking your head, yes. He shot that CEO, Luigi, yes. It was in that game where he's on the video game like, yeah, you know what's up. You had a GameCube. You shot that. You shot a CEO. Nice. You wouldn't give him up. You don't work at wherever that lady is. That's topical. Oh, what else do I want to try that was topical for me? Recently bought drugs. Give it up for me. I did it. I know. In this economy, like eggs. Oh gosh, I bought drugs though. And after I left my guy's place, oh no, everybody, my guy accidentally gave me 2 bags. One of them had marijuana in it. One had weed in it. The other one did not. Oh no. Anybody want to guess what was in the other one?
Heroin.
No. Oh. Where do you think I shop? Dude, I go to like Legoland. I like the band Rush. I like the movie Princess Mononoke. Actually, scratch that. Those are all very heroin-y things. Bro, there's nothing more that I love not enough to a little Miyazaki. You know what I tell you what? Chasing the tail of the dragon, watching that other dragon. Holy shit. What a great fucking time. I like you, dude. You think I'm like John? I'm like in that junk. I'm like in Big Trouble in Little China. God damn it! What the fuck is that guy's name? Fucking Donald Trump. No, he's not in that.
Jack Burton.
Jack Burton. Hell yeah. All right, enough about that bullshit. All right, I'll get out of here on this one. I got a lot of. Anybody here on the Facebook? We got Facebook here. Yeah. Hell yeah, I'm gonna follow all of you. You're on my expect a friend request from Old Will Minor. Oh boy. Oh my goodness, I have a lot of friends on Facebook. A lot of very progressive friends. A lot of very progressive friends. I saw this hilarious thing. A friend of mine shared on their Facebook. They were like, I cannot believe they're remaking Harry Potter. Apparently they're remaking the Harry Potter movies into a series. My friend was posting, she was furious. She was like, how dare they remake Harry Potter? How could they remake Harry Potter? Fuck JFK. And I was like, oh my God. Did Harry Potter kill a president? What the fuck? All right, I'll think of a better punchline. All right, I'm gonna leave now. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
Well, Minor, everybody. Looks at echidna penises for fun, I guess. So it stood out to me. Just to complete Will Minor's bit, I was addicted to heroin for years, and I fucking love Rush. I love Rush, so I used to do heroin and listen to Time Stand Still and be like, Amy Mann's from Richmond. I'm from Richmond. And that was the end of the thought. I didn't have a fantasy about it because I was on heroin. I was just like, that's cool. I miss drugs. But I love my family. Your next comic coming to the stage. Your next comic coming to the stage is here to support her friend. And I thought, what funnier way to do this than to let her bump her friend without telling her. Everybody put your hands together for surprise drop-in comic and Meng!
Sorry, I didn't mean to punch you. I was trying to thank you. What's up, home sweet home? How's it going? Oh, it's so nice to be back here. I haven't been back here in a really long time. I forgot that this is the sloppy mic. Okay, so I'm 38, and thank you. I'm here to tell you that being 38 is really fucking hard. Is anyone here 38? Okay, you get it. You're about to relate so hard to my biggest problem right now, okay? I'm just gonna vent for a second. I have this board game It's called Captain Sonar. Does anybody here know what Captain Sonar is? This is such a nerdy crowd. Somebody has got to have played Captain Sonar before. Okay, let me explain. It's this board game where you're these like two enemy submarines and you're like trying to find each other and sink each other. It's very fun, I swear. Okay, I love this game. I'm obsessed with this game. Here's the problem. This game requires, at minimum, 8 people to play. Yeah, what the fuck? I'm an adult woman. I don't have 8 friends. Well, I have like 2.5, 3 friends tops. And we are not available on the same night. Like, what does this game think I am? Fucking Elmo? What, is this like Sesame Street and I just like talk to my neighbors? No, I do not talk to my neighbors. When I hear them outside of my house, I wait until they leave to open the door and leave. Thank you, thank you. Even if it makes me late for work, like every day. So I've been having to do a lot of like online, like HR video trainings for work. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Anybody else have to do it? Yeah, okay. So what I find so funny about those videos is that they always like pose these like hypothetical situations to try to teach you a lesson, you know? It'll be like, so-and-so did this, like let's analyze what was wrong with it, right? I think that those situations, those hypothetical situations, are always like so mean, which is really funny for these videos that are like trying to train you to like not judge people, right? Like it'll be like, Bob like accidentally said an inappropriate joke at work. Bob is a piece of shit. Or it'll be like, Charlie accidentally interrupted his coworker during a meeting. Tell us 10 ways in which Charlie fucking sucks. And we'll post that information online. Or it'll be like, Tony fired his employee because she's 7 months pregnant. Tony's a fucking dumbass for hiring a woman in the first place. So my husband is white. Thank you. I rescued one. And I'm the only non-white person he's been with. So I feel like I've just been like watching him learn about racism in real time, you know? Because it's like, it's one thing to like understand on an intellectual level why racism is like, you know, hurtful and bad. But I think it just kind of hits different when you see it happen to someone that you love, right? So he will just like have huge reactions to like, even if someone does like a tiny microaggression against me. So like when we were getting married, we had to get our paperwork signed by an officiant. We found an officiant whose name is Ernest III. And Ernest III lives in the retirement building off of the Willow Lawn Kroger. And the second he saw me, he was like, "What country are you from?" And my husband like immediately stood up and was just like, "This meeting is over." And he like storms out the room. I'm honestly not even sure if I got married all the way, because we left. Or like this other time, we were at the airport, and TSA like pulls me aside to do an extra luggage check. He starts being like, "You are being racially discriminated against." He's like trying to talk to the manager of the airport, you know? He's like, "Are you treating my wife this way because she's Oriental?" They were like, "No, we are treating your wife this way because she brought a gun." Thank you, bye.
Yeah, Meng, everybody, give up hands. You are right though. I work at a scientific laboratory, like a real deal scientific laboratory, and we still have to do the online like trainings with the PowerPoint deck. right? So we have chemicals in my building that explode. We have stuff that just gives you cancer or melts your flesh off. And so I do a training, it's called Identifying, Assessing, and Dealing with Chemical Spills. Urgent training. And it was just 2 minutes of slides followed by a question like, you see an unmarked chemical in the lab. Should you butt chug it? Yes or no? And I did that 5 times, and it was like, congrats, you're now lab safe certified. Like, oh, okay. One of the scientists was trying to grill me a few days later, and it was like, hey, Jacob, really though, you took the training. If you're in the lab and you see an unknown chemical on the floor, what should you do? What are you gonna do about it? And I was like, oh, easy. I'm gonna fucking leave. They're like, no, really, what are you gonna do? It's like, I'm an accountant. I'm gonna fucking leave. So, is that? All right. We are now at the halfway point of the show. Actually, we're a little over the halfway point of the show, but we are now at the point of the show, which, no insult to everybody's already performed, I'm gonna call it the good part of the show. We are coming up to the good part of the show. But before that, your next comic. Your next comic, everybody. This guy is a mainstay here, been a regular. He's been doing this room almost as long as I've been doing this room. Maybe longer. I was gone for a year. Everyone put your hands together for Scotty Moore.
Yeah, what's going on, home sweet home? Y'all doing all right? Gotta give it up again for y'all host Jacob McFadden, please. He's been doing this damn thing. My name's Scotty. Most people don't believe that's my actual name because they think I use it for good credit. My credit is still fucked up. Just gonna let you know that. Let you know that. Anybody dating? Yeah. Who the fuck you dating? You like black men? You like black men? Let me stop when he shoots me. No, I think I'm having a hard time dating. I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like women like my personality, but they don't like me. Like, I feel like women like the way I fuck, but they don't want me to fuck them. Like, that's how I feel. Okay, I thought that was gonna land. Fuck y'all. I don't know, man. I just been having a tough time, man, and I think sometimes being that I grew up with all women, I think sometimes it gives them the wrong impression. Because sometimes they think, they think I'm a little, they think I'm gay. And I don't know why they think that. And I think it's because growing up, my sisters used to teach me how to do gay stuff on accident. Now, listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Just listen before you guys get your own opinion. Now, just to let you know, I'm not gay at all. I'm not gay at all. But I give people mixed signals, you feel what I'm saying? And I had to often explain to people that I'm not gay. And then when I have an argument, I got to argue with my dad the other day. And he was like, son, you kind of got some, some feminine-like characteristics. I was like, no, I don't. He gets it, fuck y'all. He goes, exactly, boom. No,
Slave queen.
You said what?
Slave queen.
Nah, I'm not there. Not quite. Not quite there, not quite there. That's what I told her, but she wouldn't take it. I don't know where that joke was going. I'm gonna stop. Nah, but I still just keep having bad luck with women. I do. Like, I remember one time I brought this one girl home from the club, and we ended up going back to my crib. I'm about to go ahead and try to, what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a move. So we get to my crib, began the covers with boo loving. And when I got in the covers, I smelled this horrible ass smell. And kind of found out this girl was under my covers farting the entire time. Now think about it, when she was passing gas, it wasn't silent, it was quiet. So quiet means you can still hear it, right? So when she passed gas, it's like somebody was calling me. She was psst, psst, psst. And I was like, what the fuck is going on in here? So I tried to give her some time to go ahead and kind of, it's nerves, whatever, do what you gotta do, come on back. She comes back, we get in the bed, we boot up and whatever, and she farts again. Now this time it was not quiet, it was silent. But I knew she farted because it was in the bed spooning. And as soon as she farted, my dick got warm as a bitch. I was like, okay, at least she warmed me up. Okay, I'm working on that too, fuck it. It's been a long time. I ain't been on stage in a minute unless I was tripping. Anybody been to jail? Oh shit, what? You look like a felon. What the fuck did you do?
I went too fast on my motorcycle.
Did you steal it?
No.
Then I don't think you went too fast on that motorcycle. I think, see, I started working in the jail about 5 years ago, and you really see a lot of crazy shit. Like I had this one guy on my pod, and he was crying, and I tried to talk to my inmates and try to build a rapport. And so, what's going on, buddy? He was like, I miss my wife. I said, well, I'm pretty sure you're gonna see her soon, right? He was like, nope, because I killed somebody. And I was like, well, damn. I said, I don't mean to get in your business. I said, but who did you kill? He said, my wife. I said, well, damn. Okay, at least that worked. Okay. Oh man. He gave me the light. Well, he gave me what you give me? Your finger? 1 minute. That's a long fucking time when you bombing. Anybody believe in stereotypes?
Yep.
Y'all do? Like I ain't gonna lie, I actually do. I was on a plane one time and some dude from the Middle East, he was like his stomach was fucked up. And he said he was gonna go in the bathroom, he's gonna blow it up. I went straight to the pilot and said, yo, look, land the plane because I think that nigga got a bomb. I'm sorry, I just wrote down the way up here. I should have said that. Should have said that. Anybody like eating pussy? I looked over here, heard woo, then I looked over here like, no. I ate some pussy from Virginia Beach before, and it wasn't the best idea. Her shit tastes like Old Bay seasoning. My name is Scotty Moore, y'all. You can find me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. Thank y'all guys for dealing with me, y'all. God bless.
Scotty Moore, everybody. Keep it going for Scotty Moore. Hey, while you were gone, Scotty waved his dick at your girlfriend. Yeah, and I was like, thank God he's downstairs obligating himself to another 12 ounces of staying here. So we could try and win the table back. Hey, here's a fun local fact. At the Chesterfield County Jail, across the street, they're building a Lego factory. Doesn't that suck to be in jail and across the street it's like, wow, an actual factory of fun and dreams. I wonder if there's a way to break these cinder blocks out of the wall and run over and play. But you can't, because they're red and blue and yellow, and you need a special tool to get them loose. All right, ready to keep this thing moving? Your next comic, a legendary performer. One of my favorites. Someone who's so good, I'm going to turn the fucking amp up for them. Okay? Like I said, we're starting the best part of the show. I'm trying to adjust it for your next performer, but I feel weird about bending over, and I'm afraid if I go too low, it's insulting. Your next performer, everybody, put your hands together for Nadine Donnachie!
Oh, nailed it! He did nail it. It almost makes me want to leave it in here. He did so good. All right, has anyone in here seen the commercials for Millie Moon luxury diapers?
Yes.
Yeah, Millie Moon luxury diapers. I was like, thank goodness. Because what I never stop hearing is how the people I know who have to buy diapers wish they cost more. They're like, I am not spending enough on this disposable item. I don't have any kids. I don't know why I'm seeing these commercials so much. I do like kids, though. I spend a lot of time with my niece. She and I were doing her homework this week, and I taught her everything I know about prime numbers. Not to brag. Then she went home and I Googled it, and I called her so we could correct the answers that we had put on her homework. It's nice. It's good to keep learning. Then we went on to her vocabulary words. One of them was fuming. And like, my niece is known for having big feelings in the house. And so we get to fuming and I'm like, oh, you know this word. And she stormed out of the room. See? We went to science. Science was a good subject. Don't worry, you guys, I did teach her the funny way to pronounce Uranus. I was like, you can do it in class, but only if you can keep a straight face, because you have to pretend like you don't know what you've just done. I know. Anyone in the crowd who knows me, all the comics, know that I'm like pretty religious, so I don't know if they're like, Nadine, should you be teaching science? I am. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Don't worry, I taught her about Kolob too. Can't believe that landed. Look at you guys, so educated on religions. Did not think there are people in my religion who I don't think would get that joke. Earlier, JD was telling us about like being worried about being related to people that you might date. Okay, my church has this app called Family Search, and we're big into genealogy. And every now and then, they will be doing a lesson about family history, and they'll be like, everyone pull out your phones, pull up this app. It does the coolest thing, where if you have it out at the same time as someone else in the room who has it, it'll tell you how you people are related, like what the distance is, any relatives that you have in common. So, you know, it's just like fun when your dating pool gets cut in half immediately. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. You guys, do you think there's any polite way that I could tell my boyfriend that he needs to get a nose hair trimmer?
I am one.
I noticed it a few weeks ago, and I'm just like circling around some polite way to mention this. Buy him one? That feels aggressive. Also, if he does get offended and we break up, that's just lost money.
Give him an afro pick.
Oh gosh. He's interesting. He's an interesting guy. During one of our first couple dates, we were out at this restaurant, and the server never once spoke to him. Only ever talked to me the whole time. And I was like, it's kind of fun that even a stranger, and at just a mere glance, can tell that I am the alpha. It's true though. Then we went back to the apartment and we were hanging out with this dog that I was pet sitting, and I'm telling you, the dog was treating this man like a beta too. Just kept begging for his food, tried to hump his leg. The dog was so happy during the time that he was there, and I was like, I get it. I'm excited that I'm in charge when he's around too. I don't like the term boyfriend though. I'm not thrilled with it. I wish that there were more non-gendered terms for someone that you're dating. Because, I know that we have partner, and not to bring it back to gender, but the people that I'm dating are men, and it just feels like partner is giving them undue respect. All right, thanks. You guys have been great.
Nadine Donnachie, everybody. The only moral comic. And that includes everyone sitting at this sinful table. All right, we're going to keep this thing moving. Your next comic, you may not know your next comic's name, but you recognize his face. And yes, he is judging you for buying Devo on vinyl. Everybody, put your hands together for Kyle Martinez.
This is so short. All right, I'll just hold it. I don't know how to fix this thing. Yes, my name is Kyle Martinez. Don't adjust your TV set. I am white. I was adopted by a Mexican family. Yes, nobody claps for that. That's cool. Yes, Mexicans do care about white people. Okay. My family always wanted me to feel included, so they taught me Spanish and not English, which was super cool until we moved to Gloucester. Not sure if you guys know where that is, but it's 95% white, and no one there speaks Spanish, so I was the white kid that doesn't know English. So that's why I'm here, because I have no friends. I did learn English. I know you guys are surprised. It's super cool. But I have this aunt, she's still alive, thank God. And she wanted me to feel included, so she told me the story of Moses. She said, somebody's religious, right? You know anything about Moses? Sure, me too. I learned it from my aunt. She said, Kyle, Moses' mother didn't want him, and so she stuck him in a basket and pushed him down the river. And your mother didn't want you, and so she put you in a basket and pushed you into the Home Depot. And that is how we ended up with you. And so that is my origin story. Adopt, don't shop. That's another thing that my family likes because you get money for adopting kids, so that's pretty cool. Let's see what else. Just turned 40. I'll never understand why you guys like to clap for that, but I'll take it. I can tell my therapist when she asks how it went, I'll be like, they clapped, so it's cool. 40, I got a tattoo and a motorcycle, started doing stand-up, which is pretty cool. So if I get a DUI on the way home on my motorcycle, I would have pretty much filled out my midlife crisis bingo card, so I'm super excited for that. Also, to add to that, I started taking antidepressants. Anybody else? Okay, all right, couple of you, cool. First step is admitting you have a problem. That's good. Good job, sir. Proud of you. When you call the doctor, they ask these questions, and I'm not really sure about them. I know you guys know. They ask, do you feel like hurting yourself or others? Have you felt like hurting yourself or others? And I say no, because I just need the pills, to get through the day. But I live in a small town, so my doctor knows that the answer is obviously yes, because I work with children. I want to hurt them every single day. But they've been working out for me, so I call for a refill, and they're like, have you felt like hurting yourself or others? And then I'm like, you know what? This is not a question anymore. It's a suggestion. Like, hey, buddy, I don't know that these pills are working out for you, so maybe we should take it to the next level. Either take yourself out or take someone else out. So, we'll see how that goes next time. Let's see what else is going on in my life. You guys are super excited about what's going on in my life. I feel like I'm an inspiration to children. Like I said, I work with them, but I used to work at a theme park that's local. I'm not sure I'm allowed to say the name on video or else I'll probably get sued. But I picked up trash, which was super awesome. And a mother walks by with her son and says, son, do you see that man over there picking up trash on this hot day so we have this beautiful theme park to enjoy? And I'm like, man, this lady gets hard work. She goes, I want you to remember that man so you know why you need to go to college. And I looked at that lady and I said, ma'am, I did go to college. And that's why I have antidepressants. Just kidding. But I said, ma'am, I did go to college. And she looks at me and she goes, sir, I am so sorry. And I'm like, thank God this is back on track. She goes, son, I want you to remember this man so you know why you shouldn't go to community college. All right, guys, that's my time. Thank you so much, Kyle Martinez. I don't know how to put this back.
I got it.
There you go.
Give it up, Kyle Martinez, everybody. First time here, giving it around for Kyle Martinez. He's 40. He's 40. That's the age where they start putting stuff in your butt at the doctor. My doctor has like a big Trump sticker on his phone, and when I go see him, he's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, my wife said I have to come. It's been 2 years. He's like, you feel like anything's wrong? I went, no. He's like, all right, I'm going to take some blood and send it off. And we're done. My wife's like, what are you going to do when you're 40? And he wants to like put stuff in your butt. I'm just like, I'm at 39. He doesn't ask follow-ups. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just be like, I'm 39. And he's not going to check the chart, so we'll be good until I'm 60. But he'll be dead by then. He voted for Trump. I'm just saying he's an old white guy. All right, your next comic, he was in the Navy, just like J.D. Novelli. Your next comic, everybody, coming to the stage is our last pop-in comic of the night. If you like Ghost, if you like methamphetamine, if you like Jane's Addiction, you're going to love your next comic. Everybody put your hands together for a real Porno for Pyros fan. It's Bryce Thompson.
What is up, pimps? How y'all doing tonight? Yeah. Ooh, good being at home sweet home. It's just like my normal home. Now everyone's quiet and awkwardly looking at me. And I'm wondering what the fuck I did with my decisions. Because we got the two guys in the corner who are definitely in the Step Bros fucking porn parody over here. Sure, but these two guys are definitely coming home sharing a fleshlight tonight. What's up? But I don't mean to do the fucked up crowd work. I don't like to go into like politics or bullshit, fuck somebody. I'm gonna do some real crowd work here. So I'm gonna ask you a hard-hitting question, sir. What's your favorite Pop-Tart? If you say s'mores, I'll have JD beat the shit out of you outside. Yeah, cool, good crowd work. It's called improv, great stuff. One thing that is has been questioned to me around this city is there is a lot of signs on restaurants and bars that say "Ice not welcomed," but there is another part of that sign that says it in Spanish. Who the fuck is this sign for? Are there people in ICE who do not speak a word of English or can read English? There is an imposter among us, and I want to see that fucking show right now. That is the greatest Richmond sitcom industry. I want to see the one guy who's in that group and goes to that and goes, fuck! Guess I'm just going to Basic City, I guess. One thing I don't understand is advertising. Advertising, it never does it well. Because I don't know if y'all remember the Luigi case, the guy who shot the healthcare CEO. He was caught at a McDonald's. The fucking day they released the McRib back. How did they not advertise that? The McRib, so good, you'll kill for it again. The secret's in the sauce. It improves your health in multiple ways. Another thing, like I said, Jacob, I do ghost tours. I do ghost tours in Shockoe Bottom, and if you're familiar with the area, the least thing I fear in Shockoe Bottom are fucking ghosts. I'm more than likely to get a drive-by than haunted. The one place I used to do ghost tours was in Colonial Williamsburg. Colonial Williamsburg is an awkward place to give ghost tours. I know this is the capital of the Confederacy, and slaves were the #2 export when it comes to Richmond. But Colonial Williamsburg is a slave amusement park. What the fuck? I actually had one of my coworkers come up to me and says, have you ever noticed we don't have black people show up to these ghost tours? I'm like, that's crazy to say. Number one, where are we right now? This is Colonial Williamsburg. Number two, I don't think they want to know what the fuck stuck around here. Imagine getting called a slur and you can't do a damn thing about it. Just a ghost wearing a Burger King crown standing at you, what are you gonna do? Another thing that was crazy with slurs, I don't like how Chuck, whatever the guy's name who came up here, said who eats pussy and looked at the Chinese girl. Can we have a highlight of that rerun? No, I wasn't just tripping out there. I know Jacob says I take methamphetamine, but it's the only thing to help. One thing I also don't get is Facebook. Because on Facebook, I get a lot of political ads for whatever reason, a lot of political videos. Why are political videos having the same titles as hardcore porn? It's always like, far-right dad takes down left-haired daughter. Flat earther demolishes blue-haired college girl. They demolished Pornhub here in the state of Virginia. I'm here with a bottle of lotion. It starts like my favorite hardcore gay porn. They're just arguing, getting closer and closer together. I'm like, just kiss already. Either you finish or I will. What's the problem? But don't let the crackhead energy confuse you. I am employed. Please don't give me job applications after the show. What the fuck? I got so desperate to get employed one time, I applied everywhere. I applied to Waffle House. I don't know if y'all ever seen the Waffle House application. Question number 1, it asks, can you fight? If you circle no, it calls you a bitch and takes you to the IHOP application. But I thank y'all for your time tonight, coming out and support local comedy. Let's bring our man Jacob back on stage.
Bryce Thompson, everybody. Keep it over, Bryce. I love Waffle House. I was in a weird situation like a year and a half ago where I had to go to a Waffle House at 3 in the morning with a 2-year-old. And I was like, oh, this is going to be judgy. No. They were like, you're the most normal person in here. Why wouldn't a 2-year-old be at Waffle House at 3 in the morning? I was like, I don't know. Great question. All right, we're going to keep this thing moving, everybody. Your next comic is just back to this room from the hospital. Your next comic is a survivor. Your next comic is an inspiration to everybody in the scene. We missed him. We loved him. We raised over $1,100 for him while he was in the hospital. Guys, honestly, your next comic, even being able to walk to the stage right now, should make you all cry because it's such an inspirational story. And he's got jokes too. Craig Worthy!
He's an inspiration! And he's got more Instagram followers than anybody here combined.
All right. I wasn't going to talk about it, but here we are. Coming up on the 4-year anniversary with me and my girlfriend. We are engaged, but we were too high to remember it when I proposed to her, so I probably got to do that shit again so we can get on Instagram. But I enjoy the differences between she and I. I enjoy it because she considers me a good guy, and she's a little rebel, her words, not mine. And I asked her, when you gonna be my good girl? She was like, so what do you mean by good girl? Like, fuck you mean what I mean? I mean, you're gonna have some integrity, be nice and sweet. She was like, I gotta do that all day. Yes, all day. Like, we're mad different. Like, I like to do my drinking in the house. She likes to do her drinking in the car while it's moving. I'm cool with the police. I got police friends. The police is her personal photographer. She got more mug shots than an East Coast rapper. Even Lil Wayne looking like, that's a lot of mug shots. Shut up, Lil Wayne. And she likes to correct me about everything. And I do mean everything. I even told her this joke. And she says the police doesn't take your picture. The deputy clerk does. And I'm like, shut up, criminal. Didn't nobody ask you. Go back to prison. I didn't go to prison. It was jail. Stop correcting me all the time. Shit. A whole comedy works out for me because I'm tired of driving Uber. It's not that I'm tired of driving Uber. I just get tired of getting hit on all the time. They're always like, oh, what's your sign? And when you go inside this club, you want to come in and have a drink with her. One time I was a little bit tired, and they said, hey, you want to come upstairs? We got a bed. You can lay with us. And I looking at some of y'all like, that doesn't sound half bad. And it wouldn't be half bad if it was coming from the ladies and not exclusively from all the dudes. That didn't land. That killed the other night. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I'm using that again. But,
Don't knock it till you try it, honey.
okay, sweetheart. I got you. Don't get me started. No, there's a rumor going around that men don't want to date women with children. And that's not true. Men do not want to date ugly women with children. If you're an ugly woman with children, we're just going to eat all your baby snacks. That's all we're going to do. A pretty woman with children, shoot, your baby daddy can't even give you no problems. Be like, give me that phone. Hey, look, this is my family now. Don't call over here telling no problems. Okay, Kanye? Calling here with these problems. We got to stop the division in this country. We do, because there's a lot of division. Black, white, millennials, Gen X, men, women. Stop that man, woman bullshit. I don't like it. Because in the Middle East, like, women were progressive. And then Shiite came and took away all women's rights. Could you imagine if they did that here? The men would be right there trying to get your rights back. We would. We progressed together. That's what it's supposed to be. We're supposed to progress together. So if a woman said, oh my God, this administration took all our rights away, what are we gonna do about this, baby? Don't worry about it. I got you. The first thing I need you to do is I'm gonna need you to go in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. Because look, if we're gonna plan, I can't do it on an empty stomach. You understand what I'm saying? I just can't do it. Matter of fact, first thing in the morning, we're gonna go down to the administration, we're gonna go down to the Capitol, and we're gonna get your rights back. We're gonna give a piece of your mind. But for tonight, I'm gonna need a little peace and quiet. So that first thing in the morning, after you've made breakfast, we can just march down to the Capitol. And just make sure you make a couple extra sandwiches for the way down there. I was not going to talk about my diabetic diagnosis when I went into a coma earlier this month. I was going to move on to something else. But since he brought it up and it was an inspirational story, and I just did this the other day and I told everybody, yep, I went into the doctor. In the perfect world, your diabetes is supposed to be anywhere between 80 to 175. I was 1,200. I was in the halfway in the coma. I came out of the coma pretty quick. And I went to the hospital. They took me. They said that they couldn't do anything at the urgent care. And they took me to the hospital. And I didn't remember. I just woke up to IVs and nurses in my room. And with all of these nurses in my room, the one thing that stood out in my mind the most was my penis was out, and it was the smallest it has ever been in my entire life. I was dehydrated and malnutrition. Apparently my penis was too. It was like looking at Rosie O'Donnell naked for the very first time. And it went backwards. I'm like, hold on, this is embarrassing. I had to kick these nurses out of my room and say, give me 5 minutes where I'm a little bit more impressive. Let me get this back up. I got a reputation to talk about. My dad was a player. And anytime I had to stay over at his house, we never stayed at one house. We had to stay over his little girlfriend's house. And when he passed away, all of these little heifers was at the funeral. And that wasn't even the crazy part. All of these chicks came and they all had kids that looked like me. I'm like, dang, they got the big forehead and everything. Somebody call Maury Povich. We need to get to the bottom of this real quick. That man had kids like it was a spades game. He had 3 in a possible. But the thing that got me the most was a lady named Miss Ann. She wanted to get up and say something sweet about my father. And she came up and she looked at everybody in the eye and she said, I gave that man the best whop of his life. He could get it in the morning. He could get it at night. He could come home and get that whop as a snack. I said, Miss Ann, if you don't get your ass up off this stage at my daddy's funeral, because she was lying. Because Miss Ann was too old to have that whop. She had that old school whop. She can't have that whop. She got that old school whop. She had that whop babaloo bop whop. That tooted fruited booty, if you understand. She said, I get off this stage with, I might have that whop babaloo bop, but your daddy had the whop bam boom. Miss Ann, if you don't get the goddamn off the stage. Hey, I'm Craig Worthy. Thank you guys for your time.
Craig Worthy, everybody. Craig Worthy was embarrassed because his penis was so small it was like the first time he saw Rosie O'Donnell naked. It wasn't long and strong like every subsequent time he saw Rosie O'Donnell naked. And he's like, that's a woman for me, yeah! All right, speaking of things that grab what they want and don't let go, your next comic is a master at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I just found that out, and I'm rethinking every intro I've ever given him and making sure it's nice enough in my mind. Everybody, hey, do you want to see a murderer do comedy? Yeah, okay. Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up? Do you like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Yeah. Well, your next comic's about to put you in a triangle choke of laughter. It's Seph Smith.
What's up, guys? They say loose lips sink ships. That's why I don't take any women boating, ever. Because they're all loose to me. I have a small penis. And I don't have a boat. They say be the change that you want to see in the world. I don't think that's a good idea.
don't think they're ready for no pants night at the Olive Garden. I've been thinking about becoming a pedophile lately. No pedophiles here? Okay. It's not because I want to have sex with kids. I think that's disgusting. It's just, in this economy, you know, a Barbie house is a lot cheaper than a real house. You know? A date to Chuck E. Cheese is a lot cheaper than Grisette. Barbie car's cheaper than a BMW. I'm just trying to weigh the pros and cons. Anybody here got herpes? Fuck yeah, we got an honest man. You know 1 in 6 people have genital herpes.
Not genital herpes.
No, that's 1 in 6. 50% have the oral.
Yeah.
I got herpes.
That's the kind that I have.
Don't tell anybody. You know? I don't get it on my mouth or my dick. That's disgusting. I get it right on my forehead. I didn't even get it the fun way. I just went to jiu-jitsu class and wrestled a bunch of dudes and I got herpes. I'm not even gay, but I got an STD from a dude. So if you see me with a red bandana on, you know, I didn't join a gang. Well, I kind of did. I kind of joined like the nation's biggest gang, the Herb Gang. Once you in for life. Just saying. I think it's weird that people get so like self-conscious about something that like over 50% of people have. It's like if everybody was super scared of like people finding out that they had a pet. It's about the same statistics. Is that dog hair in your shirt? No! I don't know where that came from. It's not a dog. It's just a zit. But it's like, you know, you got your like dog people and your cat people. So if you got the oral herpes, you're a dog person. Because if you got a dog, you got to take it outside. You got to take it on a walk. You know? People are going to know you got a dog. They're going to see you. You got it on your genitals. That's like a cat person, you know? You don't know about it till they invite you over. And then before you come in, they're going to have a talk with you. Hey, man, just so you know, I got a cat. Don't want you to have any allergies, you know? Then you got exotic pets like a snake. That's the shit I got. I also got a snake. Yeah. So I do jiu-jitsu. That's where I got the herp. And the worst part is like, if you do jiu-jitsu long enough, you might end up with cauliflower ears. That's why my ears look all messed up. And, you know, people just think that they can come up to me and talk to me about my ears. Like they can just come up and talk to me about my deformities, you know? So I'll be in Costco or something like that, and they'll just come up and they'll be like, hey man, you fight? Where'd you wrestle? And I just don't think they should be able to talk to me about my deformities, so I'll just be like, nah man, I had a mean dad. But I think having cauliflower ear is worse than being an attractive woman as far as unwanted attention, because like maybe out of every 100 dudes that come up to an attractive woman, she might want to have sex with one of them. But like for me, I never want to have sex with anyone who wants to talk to me about my ears. Anyway, thanks guys. Have a good night.
Seph Smith, everybody. He's got forehead herpes. And now we're all sharing a microphone with him. Which is fine. You know what's funny is the oral herpes thing is real. Like a lot of people have oral herpes and everyone's like, no I don't. And it's like, you ever get a weird cut in your mouth even though you didn't eat anything sharp? And then one person in the room nods and no one else does, and I know. I have a friend named Seph Smith you should meet. You could kiss his forehead all you want. There will be no consequences. All right. Let's keep this thing moving. We're down to our final few comics and some of the best comics in the world. We got fucking Dave Chappelle up at 4. But he's gonna perform for 3 hours, so fucking get another drink. But before that, your next comic, he's here, he's visiting from France. He's from France. Yeah, he's a French comic, if you can believe that's a term. Everybody put your hands together for French comedian Cale Moore. Cale Moore.
Bonjour, bon oui, all that bullshit. I feel like Jacob always tries to set me up to do an improv character every single time I get up. I wouldn't be performing in a loft with writing all over the fucking walls if I was good at improv. I feel bad because we had a whole table full of people right here, and then every single comedian wanted to make fun of them, and only them. And I don't get it because we have so much other material in this room. We've got a guy wearing a high-vis vest. I feel like his parole officer makes him wear that.
He's literally falling asleep right now.
We got a guy with an MMA podcast, we got a guy with a pro wrestling podcast, and we got a guy with a Turkish oil wrestling podcast. We already lost the guy who looks like he steals fizzy lifting drinks. And isn't that just like Grandpa Joe? First, he spends his whole goddamn life in bed until his grandson wins a tour of a chocolate factory, and then he fucks off halfway through the open mic. Yeah, like Jacob was saying, I did actually take a vacation to France last week. It was a lot of fun, and you know, French culture was interesting. The dining was weird. Like in France, there's all kinds of little tiny diners and bakeries and stuff on every single corner, and like everybody eats at like 9 p.m. and instead of napkins, you use a woman's armpit hair. I visited the Palace of Versailles. I tried to shit in as many of places as I could. I wanted to show them that America is still running things. So yeah, I was shitting in the Palace of Versailles, and I realized there was no toilet paper. So I had to crab walk down the same halls to another bathroom that Louis XIV once did. And he was wearing the same slippers as John Jack is. Yeah, in Paris there was one night when my brother and we went out to a French brewery, and that was a lot of fun. And at the table next to us, there were two dudes who looked about the same age as me. They were wearing flannels. One of them had a cake t-shirt. They were both drinking IPAs and vaping. So they were just classic Paris millennials. And I was like, oh, fuck. Now I know what I look like to other people. Except obviously much heavier. I blame it on the seed oils. Yeah, I was really hoping that we were going to get some good news today because, you know, I follow this thing called the Pizza Tracker. Has anyone ever heard of this? Yeah. So, like, yeah, whenever some shit's going down at the White House, this website will track how busy the local pizza places are. That's how you know some serious shit's going down. But it turns out it was just Chris Christie visiting. Yeah, one of the little niche things I tried to do in France was I'm a Magic the Gathering player. I know, I look so much better than that. But I decided I was going to buy some French Magic cards. And in France it was really easy because usually if you are a nerd, it's really easy to get your nerd Magic card shops mixed up with sports card shops. And, you know, in France, they don't have athletes. So, Yeah, I don't get sports card shops at all. It makes no fucking sense. Like, what do you do with them? You can't do anything fun with sports cards. Like, you can't make Shohei Ohtani beat O.J. Simpson to death with a bat. Oh, yeah, I don't get it. Someone once told me that I had a good voice for radio, and I felt really good about that until they were like, no, I mean like a Prairie Home Companion type of radio. And I was like, who the fuck is listening to Prairie Home Companion in 2025? I just imagine a boomer somewhere dying of long COVID while his phone is just like, it was a chilly Lake Wobegon day in November 2020, and the Democrats were trying to steal the election. Well, the mayor took all of those mail-in votes and he threw them right in the lake. Right where they belong. All right, I think I'm out of time. My name has been Cale Moore. Thank you, guys.
Cale Moore, everybody. Cale Moore brought up the Pentagon Pizza Tracker, which is a real thing, but he misrepresented it. The funniest part is, it's a specific pizza tracker. It's tracking the pizzeria inside the Pentagon. And when it gets really busy late at night, almost always there's a war or some sort of bombing activity the next day. And the funniest part of it is it's one pizzeria and it's a Domino's. So next time you see we bomb someone, imagine at 2 in the morning there's generals sitting in a room and like, how do we reduce civilian casualties? Hand me another slice of pizza. What if we fucking don't? Because Domino's pizza sucks, everybody. And that's not just me. That's a $28 million ad campaign. You love Domino's? Well, I know a guy with herpes on his forehead, and you guys, you rub Domino's right in it, and it gets bigger. All right. Anyways, we're gonna keep this thing moving. We're down to our final few comics with some of the best comics you've ever seen. I used to introduce your next comic by saying that he runs a whites-only open mic, and that was true until the business found out what he was doing and shut it down and made him move to Strange Ways. Your next comic now runs a whites and one Arab guy open mic. Everybody put your hands together for Blake, you know who it is, Carlson.
I love a truthful introduction. I'm surprised it really hasn't come up a whole lot tonight, if at all. But 9/11 is approaching. It is September 2nd. We are about 1 week away from the anniversary of September 11th. And I don't know if you guys know this, it's kind of a fun fact. But so there's a building downtown, just north of the river, the Federal Reserve, that is modeled after the World Trade Center. It is. It was built to look like one of the Twin Towers, except shorter, you know. So even a drone could do it. No, all right. I mean, it's just from personal experience. I was flying a kite the other day, and they put on the air raid siren. So that's, you tell them to knock it off. I don't know. I'm a controlling boyfriend. No. You know how it is. I don't let my girlfriend use pads. I don't allow it. I don't let her use tampons. I don't allow my girlfriend to free bleed. I don't. When she's menstruating, I make her crab walk everywhere. I don't want to see none of that shit. I'm a hemophobe. Right? Isn't a hemophiliac someone who bleeds a lot? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah? Okay. Thank you for working that bit out with me, JD. So comedy, I don't know, comedy's hard. You know, especially the writing part, you know, trying to like develop, write, work on bits. And I've been trying to flesh out the specific thing. And you guys know in rom-coms and movies, when two characters are kissing and their gum ends up in the other person's mouth. This is a common trope. I think it's kind of cute. I think it's kind of romantic. It's like a fun, I like when I see it, you know? And I've been toying with a similar idea where two lesbians are scissoring each other so hard that one of their tampons ends up in the other person's vagina. But I just can't crack it, you know? I feel like it's right there. And maybe it's less of a joke and more of a rom-com pitch, so stay tuned on the Hallmark Channel for that. This Trump guy, man. I don't even know what to say. This fucking Donald Trump guy. Hey. Bless you. This Donald Trump guy, man. I don't know. All I'm trying to say about this Trump guy is if Ronald Reagan could see what Donald Trump is doing right now, he would be rolling over in his grave so he could fuck the bottom of the coffin. The dynamic duo. Let's see. You ever meet somebody so racist you get slur-to-go? It's like, you hate everybody. I had a friend pass away a couple years ago. Well, I didn't have him do it. It just kind of happens. But he did. And he was like a big fan of Dairy Queen. So after his memorial service, me and a couple buddies went out to go get a Blizzard and pour one out for him. But felt like he died twice that day. It's really tough. I actually like that I can't say the N-word. It's all white people and Sammy, so hi. I do. I like that I can't say the N-word because I like rules. And that's a pretty good rule. Like, a lot of white people's argument to want to say the N-word is so they can, like, sing along to primarily, like, rap music. Like, white people want to say the N-word so they can sing along to gangster rap. But can I just say, singing along, not very gangster. It's not. Like, no movie theater is hosting a Straight Outta Compton sing-along for their most dedicated fans. They're just not. Thank you. What do I end on? Oh, brother. I'm not gonna tell you my taste in movies, but when I see men in ties in a boardroom, I get very excited. Especially when they get really passionate and they start, like, I don't know, flicking their hands around and their ties go everywhere. That's not great. That's not a good ender. I had an ender, but I already did it. Alright, okay. I've got a dick and a butt. Home sweet home. I do. You can trust that. You can trust that shit. It's not no fake news. I got a dick and a butt, home sweet home, and you guys know what that means. You guys know exactly what that means, okay? It means jizness in the front, farty in the back. Alright, I've been Blake Carlson. Everybody put your hands together for Jacob McFadden.
Blake Carlson, everybody. Finally, a white guy against saying the N-word. We've been waiting for someone to rise up from our ranks, and finally we found him. I did like Blake's steelmanning of the position was like, well, some white people say they need to say it so they can sing along to music, primarily rap. The fuck? What other genres of music are? Blake, if you get in the car with Blake, he's just David Allan Coe all day long. That's it. That's all that's going on in his car. It's crazy. It's, well, you know, Taylor Swift, she drops a couple hard ends. It's early stuff. It's before she was engaged. She was mad at men. All right, we're gonna keep this thing moving, everybody. Your next comic, boy, if you get in a car with him, this guy he can sing along to primarily rap music. Especially when he gets cut off on the interstate. Everybody put your hands together for Danny McCabe.
Yeah, and with Richmond drivers, oof, I'm not even gonna defend that one. Oh my God. Yeah, Blake mentioned, the Federal Reserve building here in Richmond. That was actually like the plane that crashed in Pennsylvania. I think that was actually where it was gonna head. That was one of the possible locations. This is kind of fucked up, but I do like to think about like a 9/11 in Richmond. Like, Mr. President, they hit the second Riverfront Plaza Tower. All right, cool. Pro 9/11 crowd. Terrorists win, I guess. Shit. Whatever, we're over terrorism, right? We just kind of let school shootings happen, These days, we're all worried about our dollar, our bottom dollar. We're worried about, these tariffs were affecting us, right? I remember back in April, we were hearing all about these tariffs. I was actually getting kind of fucking sick of it, tariff this, tariff that, all these tariffs are gonna be so high, come August, all these tariffs. It's how about you tariff my pants and suck on my balls? All right, everyone wants to talk about global issues. It's oh, did you hear about what's going on in Venezuela? Look, I'll Venezuela, all right? I just need her to take it down and see if it is real. God damn, all right? Bunch of Puritans up in here. Guys, this has been a good summer. I just turned 27 this summer. Give it up for that. That's right, 27's a fun year because 27's the first day, the first year of oh shit, adulthood, right? You're no longer a young adult, you're oh shit, things are starting to matter now. Which is why if I die this year, I'm totally cool with it. Not a suicidal way, but if you die at 27, technically you're in the 27 club, am I right? Do you know how cool it would be to have your face on a shirt at Hot Topic? Think about that, it's Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain, Danny McCabe. I want teenagers to buy shirts with my face on it posthumously. And just so 40-year-old incels, ones who say they love gay men because they get more women, and then proceed to say a bunch of sexist things, can go up to them and be hey, you don't know Danny McCabe. Name 4 of his jokes. All right? I was at Home Sweet Home, all right? You were just a twinkle in your dad's eye. I think that'd be real cool. I think that'd be real cool, guys. I used to work in climate change research. That's true. I used to work in climate change research. Climate change is real. It's scary. I used to study these coastlines here in Virginia, see how far they were receding. We needed a control, right, for the experiment. So we used my hairline. Do you guys want to know what we found? We found that in 5 years, right, these coastlines are going to go in 200 yards. And I'm gonna have to start wearing a hat full time. I'm telling you guys, it's Al Gore has his book, and we have the data to back it up. But me with an active HIMS account, that's a real inconvenient truth. Cool. Commercials are getting weird, guys. I saw a commercial the other day. You guys familiar with edible arrangements? Yeah. Get the premise of this commercial. Stay with me now. This commercial, all right, so there was a married couple who decided to take a DNA 23andMe test. And they're convening in the kitchen, opening their letters together. And they find out that they have a great-grandfather in common, right? Which would technically make them cousins of some descent, right? Yeah. And not woo, because Edible Arrangements found that as a marketable group. Accidentally incestuous. How common is that we have to start appealing to that in commercials, I'm not about repealing DEI, but at some point, guys, come on. But you gotta give it up for Edible Arrangements. Their fruit, it's actually fully fresh. They don't use a single drop of incesticide. Hell yeah. I'll leave you guys on one last one here. We feeling the love this summer, guys? Yeah? Anyone having some summer love, right? I did. I just got out of like a really nice situationship recently. Things were good. It ended kind of organically, but like the one thing is like, we gotta like stop getting so freaky so fast with like people, because I just wasn't ready. Like I was blindsided. Like 1 minute we're talking, next minute she's like, "I'm gonna call you daddy," and I'm like, it's Danny. Daddy is my father. All right, guys. My name's been Danny McCabe. Give it up for Jacob McFadden.
Daddy McCabe, everybody. Give it up for Daddy McCabe. Daddy can't find out how to get out of here. All right. Hey, man, let me ask you a question. You ever play Sonic the Hedgehog? All right. Had a good joke for that? Got a less strong joke going forward. Your next comic coming up here, don't mind his shoes. He's playing Captain America in a blaxploitation film. Everybody, this is going to make sense when he walks up. Put your hands together for John Jack Sebastian.
Woo! I'm one of the last few comedians tonight, and boy, if that doesn't feel like your opening presents on Christmas morning and one of the last two contains a sweater vest that your mom's gonna make you wear to church. I wore these shoes for a bit that I did at an open mic night before this that I don't feel like doing anymore because I've been sitting on that hard-ass bench for the past hour. And my bottom hurts, and I've lost the magic. I'm gonna fucking crack my back on this convenient chair. Oh no, it's fucking trapped. Ah!
Yeah, that chair's broken.
Oh, so's my life. God damn it.
Hover. Hover your booty.
No.
Carrot Top did it better.
Ah!
You're gonna hurt your ears.
Okay. That was not a bit. I legitimately just needed to crack my back, and I don't have access to one of those school desks that were perfect for it. Those are also great for sleeping. Not really good for anything else, though. My name's John Jack Sebastian, and the only one of those three names that I actually go by isn't my name. Jack is not my real name, and my mom told me this, and I had a straight-up existential crisis. Like, what do you mean that's not my real name, Mom? That's the only thing you've ever called me. You don't even say John Sebastian when you're angry. You just say Jack longer. Jack! 3-second Jack, that's me hide under the bed. 2-second Jack with like a little bit of sugar and sweet on it. Jack! That means she's about to ask me to do something that I don't want to do. Like teach her how to use the computer for the 18th time this hour. Jack! That's stop embarrassing me in public, which is if she was here right now, that's the Jack you'd hear. Oh, let's see. Hey, do y'all like to eat baked potatoes? You like baked potatoes? All right, hell yeah. Do you eat them like a hot dog or do you eat them like a coward? Never skip glizzy practice, y'all. What if you fumble the brat in public? Everyone will laugh at you, and you will forever be known as somebody that can't handle their wieners. I'm not gay, though. If you're also not gay, I am, in very all likelihood, gayer than you. I'm getting to it. I'm building up. I feel like I'm gayer than my straight friends, and I'm straighter than my gay friends, and I live this Balto-like existence. He is neither dog nor wolf. He lives his entire life knowing what he is not. And I know you're all chomping at the bit waiting to hear my credentials, so here you go. I am a prolific enjoyer of enemas. And I know a lot of you are like, get a load of this guy. Dude buys up a day and he thinks he's hot shit. That is not how I found out. I rediscovered them organically using nothing but my bathtub faucet and my curious scientific mind. I have not had an itchy asshole in 15 years. I have no working memory of what it feels like to be constipated, and nary a day goes by where I don't get my daily dose of vitamin G spot. If I go on vacation and there's just a shower in the hotel, it's high-key a bit ruined for me. I'm here for 7 days and I have to shit like the rabble. Oh, I want to take off my shoes so you can see my cute little booties. I got these out of a women's therapy box.
Show us your feet.
No, you do not want that, trust me. I've got those weird, like, Bigfoot hairy toes. I got the feet of a cryptid, and I also take pictures like one. Like, my sister's like an Instagram ready, and meanwhile I'm blurry in the background trying not to be seen. Oh, what else do we got? I'm not gonna look at my phone. All right, does that mean 20 seconds? Okay. Do I have a joke that's 20 seconds?
John Jack Sebastian!
I had to factor in the 5 seconds for him to put his shoes back on. John Jack Sebastian, everybody keep going for him. My son has the same shirt. His is a 3T. I assume yours is at least a 7T. This is true. Before the show started, I go around and I give all the comics their numbers. And when I walked up to John Jack Sebastian and gave him his number, I went, "Oh, yeah, hey, I have a present for you." And he reached into a gym bag and handed me the largest can of SpaghettiOs I've ever seen in my life. And he said, "If you're not a coward, you'll eat these cold." And because I'm such a Neanderthal, I was like, "I will eat them cold. I'll eat the whole fucking can cold. I'm gonna go put this in my car so I can eat it cold after the show." And as I was walking to the car, I was like, "I'm not fucking eating this. My wife is a scientist. I'm sending it to her lab so she can put it in the autoclave. It will come back to me as 1 cubic inch of ashes, and then I might look at it." All right. John Jack Sebastian, everybody. We told him the chair was broken. We're down to our final few comics. But yes, I say that to stop people from leaving. By the way, J.D. Novelli insisted on going first because they had to leave to go to work. All right, your next comic, your penultimate comic. Let's pretend I know the meaning of that word. Your penultimate comic. Not a very good employee. I've seen this guy at Costco like 11 times with my son, and I'm always like, "Should I say hi?" Well, no, he'd say hi to me if he was the comic I know. And he never says hi. And then, like, a week ago, he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna come out this week." And I was like, I could have been stealing all this time. He's so bad at doing the receipt check. He's the worst employee I've ever seen in my life. I could have literally like built my son into an igloo made of free diapers and just walked out. He wouldn't have said anything just to avoid having to say hello to somebody he knows outside of work. Andrew Peters!
Hey, wait, hold on. Was I actually at the exit before and you went through and I didn't notice that it was you? That's happened?
Yes!
Fuck, man.
And you didn't draw a smiley face of my son, you fucking heartless monster.
Dude, I'm sorry. Sometimes, y'all know how it gets, you know? You're at work, you get in the zone. Not like that one guy. There's one guy at the Costco. I don't know if y'all been to the Broad Street Costco, but there's one guy that counts every single fucking thing. I'm giving away Costco secrets right now. Maybe I should. I'm gonna get fucking fired for this. All y'all shut your fucking mouths, okay? You didn't hear this. Delete the footage. No, anyways. If it's over like 30 things, I'm not counting all that shit. Are you kidding me, dude? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not. That's way too difficult, but there's that one guy. Y'all know his name's Ayez. He rules. He's actually my spiritual mentor. I told him I'm a Sufi Muslim, and he found that out, and he was like, "I'm telling you," like he gets mad at me if I don't ask him questions, but great dude, counts every fucking item, and they always put him at the exit because he counts every fucking item. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's a crapshoot whether you're gonna get him. Like you have no clue. But he'll fucking catch you. He's not letting a thing get by you. And every time anybody catches anything, they're like, "Fucking Ayez over here." Anyways, okay, that's enough of that. All right, do y'all shop at Costco? Yeah. All right, hell yeah. Are you a Gold Star member?
Executive.
Gold Star. Gold Star members are members that have never shopped at Sam's Club or BJ's. It's a lesbian joke. Fellas, how often are we changing out our fleshlights? Huh? How often? I want a number. I need a number of months. I want to hear. No? Okay. Y'all don't use fleshlights? I've found that if you use, it depends on the lubricant, you know, it depends on a lot of factors, how long it's going to last. If you use beef tallow, you can get like an extra, like, you can get like an extra 6 months, honestly. Like, that stuff's miraculous. I just, like I said, I'm a Sufi Muslim. I can't use bacon grease anymore. Let's see. Fuck. I didn't really think of much. It's past my bedtime. I'm sleepy. Anybody else sleepy out here? Yeah? We got any sleep fans? Any fans of sleep? Nobody likes sleep. I always hear people say, like, I wish I never had to sleep. I'd get so much done. I'd be so productive. Like, you don't want to break from this shit? Like, holy fuck, dude. Like, I love sleeping. Without sleep, even if you didn't have to, without sleep, I probably would just sleep forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would just go into a coma from desiring sleep. People would be like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, let me cook, leave me alone. Yeah, it's past my bedtime. Shit. What else? Any furries in the room? It's really tough being a Muslim furry in Trump's America. I'm not gonna lie. It's a fucking tough life. No, I don't think I'm actually a furry. Mostly because if I am attracted to somebody in a fursuit, I'm like, oh, this creative individual. I bet if I got the fursuit off of them, I bet they're hot under there. You know? I think it's a prerequisite. You want them to keep it on, right? Right? Am I wrong right now? Am I wrong? Knowing what the furry community looks like, though, some of them I'm like, you could probably keep the helmet thing on, you know? Like, that would be appropriate. I'm not a okay, so that's part of the reason I'm not a furry. The other reason is furries, right? They have a fursona. And the reason that they have this fursona, the leading theory at least, and I find this fucking fascinating, is that their family growing up was more accepting under colonial white supremacist capitalist patriarchy. Their family unit was more accepting of who their family pet was at its true being than them as a person because of patriarchal roles. Right? Fucking kind of mind. So they like detach they like attach their personality to this like. Anyways, I don't have a fursona, okay? Because I am the beast, all right? I'm satisfied. I don't need no fucking. I don't All right, that's all I got.
Andrew Babone, everybody. Or Andrew, I'm sorry, that's a different guy. Andrew Peters. That really fucked me up at the end because my little brother is a furry, and it's so hard to relate to him. And now I have a filter in my head. I'm like, no, he's just really into creative people. He's you know, like the girls who want to sound interesting said, like, I only like smart people. And I was like, okay. He just likes creative people. Dressed like a character from My Little Pony. He just likes how creative they are. Why are you recording me? Don't send it to my little brother. I love him. I just don't know how to talk to him about what he does. I was like, hey, did you see Dad lately? Dad's cool. Let's talk about Dad a lot, huh? And nothing else. Don't delete that because we need to have that conversation. All right, let's get on to something serious. We're down to our final two comics. I looked up penultimate. This actually is our second to last comic. I looked up penultimate. Your next comic's our penultimate comic. A month ago, this country lost a hero. A real American, as it were. A man who, as someone who was born and raised in Florida, I respected maybe more than my own family. Hulk Hogan. Talking about Hulk Hogan. He died last month, and the entire world mourned. Except for one man. That man is your next performer. When the entire country wept red, white, and blue tears. For not only Hulk Hogan, but also Terry Bollea. Your next comic said, fuck him, fuck you, buddy, fuck you, guy. Unprompted, he just said all that together. It was crazy. He seemed unhinged. He runs the show at, I don't know, some anti-American establishment that hates Hulk Hogan. I don't know what to tell you. Your next comic is not a real American. He does not fight for the rights of every man. Your next comic converted Sergeant Slaughter. It's Sammy Tamimi. Your next comic, a wonderful comedian, a wonderful person, someone who's very close with my family. This is true. My 3-year-old has a crazy crush on her, and it is bewildering to me. And my wife thought it was cute until the last time we saw her, and my son actually threw a hissy fit and screamed and threw stuff outside until he could go inside to say goodbye to her. And now my wife is very suspicious of you. Your next comic is a witchy woman. She casts a spell on my son. He's 3. What do you mean, hell yeah? Hey, you're the Vice President of the United States. Who are you hanging out with? That's fucked up, man.
Go back to her.
That's fucked up. Okay, I will go back to her. Hey, children should be protected, okay? The reason we put your boyfriend in office is to save the children. I don't even know if you guys were dating before I pointed out that he was the president's son or whatever the J.D. Vance is. All right. Anyways, all that's made up. Your next comic has never met a child. Everybody put your hands together for Emilie Erbland.
What's up, fuckers? Get that out of here. I work at a bar, and my manager is trying to drum up business from the college down the street. Big college over there, University of Richmond. She's trying to get the college students in to spend daddy's money at our bar. So she decided we should run this special shot with grenadine and vodka and blue curacao, so it'll be red, white, and blue as like a promotion to bring the kids from the college in, because those are their school colors. And I said, are you asking me to promote a school shooter? Because that's fucking ridiculous. I won't be doing that anytime soon. When you date someone, I think it's important you agree on a few things. I think it's better if you share similar lifestyles and similar beliefs. I've been doing a new hobby lately. I really hope my future partner can get down with it. I've been magnet fishing. Y'all heard of magnet fishing? Magnet fishing is a sport wherein you purchase an abnormally strong magnet. My magnet is rated for 1,300 pounds of force potential. You tie it to the end of a rope, you chuck it into a body of water, and then you pull the rope and see what the magnet dredges up from the deep, okay? I found that magnet fishing is much like the dating scene in Richmond. Okay? Mostly trash. Mostly trash, but if you're lucky, you might find something explosive. That's right. When you're dating someone, I think you should agree on, whether or not to have kids in the future. Whether you should cut off a tiny piece of your perfectly fine newborn infant. Either way, it's fine. Just agree about it. When I was thinking about who I want to spend the rest of my life with, I know what box of compatibility has to be checked, okay? The box is, if a runaway train barrels down the street, we see it coming, and we know that conductor is gonna honk their horn when they pass us. How many chuggas are we saying? Okay, I'd like to be on the same page about this with someone who is the one, my soulmate, okay? How many chuggas do we think we're saying?
4.
4? 3 is insane, that's fucking crazy. 6?
8 to 12.
I'll remind you, chugga chugga's not hyphenated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know a lot of
I think it's 12. I think it's 12. I think it's chugga, 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 chugga. That feels wrong to stop there. Chugga, 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 chugga. Choo-choo. That's right. That's right. When you're dating someone, I think you should share some favorite films. Especially if the other person hasn't seen them, that can be a really nice experience to share a formative or one of your favorite films with someone you're dating. I was seeing this new fella and found out he hadn't seen my favorite film, okay, which is, of course, Toy Story 2. So he comes over, the plan is to put on Toy Story 2. Okay, we kind of get lost in the magic of it all. We start going at it. Naturally. It just happens. The man gets a little tired. He gets up to go get a snack. Mind you, he hasn't seen this film. He's missing the pivotal scene where Joan Cusack's character Jessie is introduced to our cast of characters. You guys remember Toy Story 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. She jumps out of a box. She goes, "Yeehaw!" Meets Woody and the rest of the gang. Man comes back in the room after the scene's already over. He has hummus or whatever, but he's missed this pivotal moment. So I had to run it back. Call that reverse cowgirl. I suppose I'll leave you with this. When growing up, I really was not a fan of almonds or walnuts. I only liked peanuts. But now that I'm older, I'll eat anything in the trail mix. I guess you could say nuts grew on me. I'm Emilie Erbland. Give it up for your host, Jacob McFadden.
Emilie Erbland, everybody. And we would just like to thank Emilie for coming out tonight. I know she had a long day. Obviously, she was at dress rehearsals. She just got cast in the Girls Ghostbuster reboot of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. She's playing Jason Mewes, so good on you. Yeah, live it up. I don't know if I should tell this. I once did coke with Jason Mewes, and it was one of the worst nights of my life. He is very touchy and pinches way too hard. All right, there's no one left. I was just trying to get out of revealing a story on film. Guys, this has been Comedy from Home Sweet Home. Thank you very much for coming out tonight. If you had fun, make sure you tip your bartender. Thank you very much. Good night. Goodbye.